In this video, I'm going to teach you how to read basic guitar tab. Now on the screen right now, you can see some sheet music. In the top half, you've got the notation. This is the bit we're going to completely ignore. What we're going to be focusing on is the bottom half, which is called the tab. Now the reason I've included the notation here is because you will often find music written this way. It'll have the notation and it'll have the tab at the bottom, but we're focusing just on how to read the tab. Tab is easy to read, it's accessible, and yeah, it makes the guitar and reading music accessible to anyone. So as you can see, the tab has 6 lines. Now if you think about this, the guitar also has 6 strings. Each of those lines is a different string. So as you look at the page, the bottom line on the page, the bottom line of the tab section, that is your low E string, meaning the thickest string. So this one here is the one that is on the bottom of the page. And then, in case you haven't already guessed it, the next line up is the A string. Okay, and they just carry on in order. All 6 strings. So from bottom to top, you've got E, A, D, G, B, and then high E. So the high E is the line at the top of the page or the top of the tab. And then we have some numbers. So on the top line, meaning our high E, we have the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3. And those numbers simply tell us which frets we are supposed to play. So for this example, I'm going to use my first finger on all of these frets. So if it's a 0, it means we only play the open string, meaning we don't fret any notes. We just play the high E string as it is. And then the next one is a 1. So we take our first finger and we put it onto fret 1. And remember, you're holding a can of Coke, or you've got your Lego hand position with the thumb behind the neck, not up here like this. And you place your finger in the optimal fret position and you play fret 1. And then the next number is fret 2. And the next number is fret 3. And that's all of that bar. And then the second bar is 3, 2, 1, 0. So in itself, that'd make quite a nice exercise. 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 0. And then what's going to happen in your tab, of course, is depending on the song and whatever else, it's not always going to be on the high E string. It's going to change strings. So if we took that exact melody and moved it to a different string, it would look like this. So now we have the same thing but on the B string. So remember, the B string is the one that's next to the high E string, the same way that that line is next to the high E string on the tab. So we've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 0. Except it's all been played on the B string this time. And that is it. That is the basics of reading guitar tab.